what comes to your mind whenever you see a bag like this. Obviously, this is a McDonald's bag. Now, tell me what comes to your mind whenever you see a bag like this. This is a bag you get from a pharmacy. It's filled with prescriptions. I have discovered that many people view these two bags and the processes behind them in a very similar fashion. Take, for example, at McDonald's, you go up to the drive-thru, you say, burger, fries, and Diet Coke, please. It's not that much different than pulling up to a pharmacy drive-thru. You might just say, hi, can I get my blood pressure medications? And you drive off. The customer's real concern is just your speed and your accuracy. They rarely consider the requirements and qualification differences between getting that burger versus getting your correct medication. This topic is very important to me because I have chosen pharmacy as my career path, and I'm also currently a pharmacy technician. I've discovered there's a big lack of understanding from the public about the profession of pharmacy, and to appreciate your pharmacists and the services they provide every day, you must first understand the training and qualifications that a licensed pharmacist must endure in the various roles that they play here in our healthcare system. In these next few minutes, you will learn about the pre-pharmacy school requirements, what happens once you are in pharmacy school, postgraduate training, and finally, the various healthcare roles that pharmacists play here in our community. Let me begin by telling you about the pre-pharmacy school requirements. The American Association College of Pharmacy notes that requirements differ from school to school, however, they do have some similarities. So the general requirements will include 64 hours of prerequisite classes. Some of these classes might include, physics, calculus, biologies, chemistries, speech is even one of them. You do have to have an average of a 3.3 GPA. You also have to make a standard score on your PCAT. Your PCAT is going to be your pharmacy college admissions test. You will also have to submit a writing assignment as well as go to an on-campus interview. There can be as many as 10 applicants to one accepted. So as you can see, it's very competitive, and they only take the best of the best here at the pharmacy schools. Next, let's talk about pharmacy school and what it looks like to actually be in school. Again, schools do differ from school to school, but for this topic, we're going to be focusing on the Belmont College of Pharmacy according to their class catalog. It includes 3 years of very intense work. You will take about 18 to 19 hours of classes per semester. Some of these classes that you might take might include anatomy and physiology, microbiology, counseling, and kinetics. And your last year will include 10 months of on-the-job training rotations. You might go to places like hospitals, independent pharmacies, retail pharmacies, just to name a few. If you are successful in completing all 4 years, you will earn your Doctor of Pharmacy. It is also known as your PharmD degree. Did you know that pharmacists can be called doctors too? I've really noticed that physicians, dentists, optometrists, it's no guess that they're called doctors, but a lot of people do forget that pharmacists do earn their PharmD degree. However, your educational journey for many pharmacists doesn't quite end there. They go on to do residency programs. The University of Michigan College of Pharmacy notes that 50% of their graduating class applies for a residency program, and with a 93% match rate. Residencies involve a 1 and 2 year program. The first year is called your PGY1, and it's followed by your second year, which is called your PGY2, according to AACP. Many pharmacists are being residency trained, and the numbers continue to be on the rise every year. At this point, your pharmacist has almost had a decade of education. Did y'all have any idea that pharmacists had to go through this much training? So what opportunities exist for a trained pharmacist? Why would they go through all of this training? The best answer is the expanded role of pharmacists in our healthcare system. Most people are familiar with pharmacists in a retail setting. Some of you guys might be familiar with Reef Sane, which is an independent pharmacy here in Murfreesboro, as well as Kroger Pharmacy, Walmart, and Walgreens. They all have retail pharmacies. These are very valued professions in our community. However, there's many other opportunities that pharmacists can do. Sean McFarland is an associate professor at the University of Tennessee College of Pharmacy and the Associate Service Chief of Pharmacy at the Nashville and Murfreesboro VA hospitals. He noted that between the two hospitals, there are 105 pharmacists employed, 50 are general pharmacists who have more of just a distribution role, 49 are considered clinical specialists. They can specialize in things such as primary care, cardiology, and oncology, just to name a few of them. 70% of these pharmacists who are employed are actually residency trained, so they decided to go further their education and do a residency program after they got their degree. And something that I learned was that specialist pharmacists can actually prescribe. Did you guys know that? It's really cool that pharmacists who are specialists can actually prescribe medications as well. Well, in conclusion, I hope you are now more informed and appreciate the journey that your pharmacist had to take. I hope you have been enlightened on various roles pharmacists play in our healthcare system. CNBC noted in 2016 that pharmacy was ranked by the 5th highest paying profession in America, and I hope you can now appreciate the reasons behind these high paying salaries. More importantly, the Gallup poll of 2015 showed the profession of pharmacy is second just behind nursing as being the most trusted profession in our country. So next time you go to a pharmacy, maybe you'll have a better appreciation of the journey your pharmacist had to go through in order to get there, and you'll be less likely to think of it as just a drive-through pharmacy. Thank you for your time and attention.